Hi everyone, in this video I'll be showing you a small tutorial on how to process your image. This image is for your portrait side lighting, and this is the picture I have. This picture is taken from the Creative Commons on Flickr through Dreaming Mom, and even though this is not what your portrait is going to look like, the type of lighting is similar. It's a side lighting. In this case it comes from the right and goes, the gradient you can see shifts from brighter to the right to darker to the left. The first thing to do with this picture is actually a square. I'm going to make sure it's a 4:6 ratio. So I'm going to find my crop tool here, and it's right here, and I'm just going to put in 4 inches by 6 inches height, and I'm going to crop over this picture. Now notice the cropping is a bit tight here just because due to the square the picture was originally in. When you take this picture, your cropping shouldn't be this tight. So I'm going to check this off. So here's my 4:6 ratio. Now what I'm going to do is actually just check a few things. First thing I want to check here is the skin tones. The skin tones don't seem to be blown out, so I can use the picture. Also, I want to see how sharp the eyes are, because if the eyes aren't sharp, I'm probably going to want to choose another picture, or even just redo it. So the eyes look sharp, and my skin tones are okay. So the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing some levels. Now I don't want to edit my base layer here, so I'm going to copy that layer and press Ctrl J. And now I'm going to press Ctrl L. So here's my levels, and let's just tweak that so I end up with what I'm looking for here is to emphasize that gradient across the face. I'm pretty happy with this right now. I kind of like the fact that it shifts like that across the image. So I'm going to click OK, and I'm just going to make this fit here, Control minus, and there we have it. So here's our picture, and the next step we're going to do here is actually convert it to black and white. Now, probably the easiest way to make black and white is to go to Enhance, Adjust Color, and go to something called Remove Color. If this is going to load. So here we have it, remove color. Now this creates a monochrome version of the picture, which is pretty flat and doesn't really emphasize the features that much. So I'm actually going to undo that, Control Z, and I'm going to try something different. I'm going to go to Enhance, and I'm going to go to Convert to Black and White. So right now you have this window pop up, and this gives you some recipes for creating black and whites, and you'll notice several different ones. Now, some actually won't work that well. If you go to newspaper right here, what you notice, this complete area to the right here has been blown out, so there's a complete loss of detail in the skin tones, and we're going to try to avoid that. So I'm going to go check out the different versions, and I actually quite like the portrait one. Now, if you want to fine-tune that, you can always fine-tune it by playing with this slider right here, but I'm actually quite happy with the result here, so I'm going to click on OK. So there we have it. Here's our processed side lighting portrait. The last step is to prepare this for the web, and to do so I'm going to go back to my crop tool, and this time I'm going to enter a height of 800 px so it'll fit on the screen quite well, and I'm going to crop over that and check it, and here's the picture. So last step would be to save for web. So file, well in this case save as, and I'm going to save it not as a PSD but actually as a JPEG. So find your JPEG, give it a meaningful title, let's call it side lighting portrait, and I'm going to add a W just to remind you that this is the web version. So save that. I'm going to put that at a quality of maybe 9. That should work fine. And OK. So there you have it. That's how you're going to be processing your side lighting or your ambient light portrait. Thanks for listening.